Hey, you guys. So here it is, the current energies for today, which everything is gaining momentum. Okay, everything that is materializing, everything that has been planned, everything you have been desiring and focusing on, it's happening quickly. The energy is picking up the pace to where it's building up that momentum, right? That passion, that speed. Things are not going to take as long as you think they are. Okay, um, be prepared is what Spirit is saying. There has been a deeply recognized truth, insight of some sort that is going to bring about some clarity, ultimate clarity on your next step that you are to take, and in what direction. Some very pertinent information is coming forward, and it's important that the collective you have set aside that time of silence where you can hear when Spirit is speaking, where you can recognize the details, whether it comes through numbers with the angels communicating, whether it comes through a sign, a synchronicity. Pay attention is what Spirit is saying, because something that has been contained is now going to be released and is going to bring about an ultimate clarity on this current path that you are on this current truth that you have recognized, and what you are supposed to do with this truth that you have. Where do you go from here, right? It's going to have all of the answers and the details lined up to where you will not have any questions along the way, any doubts along the way. This is your inner GPS. So instead of containing this truth, now Divine is urging the collective to actually release it and allow it to become one with you. Become one with that aspect of you, because that truth, that magic, this profound revelation that is coming forward is a remembrance of self. Okay, it was never another thing or something else that was not you. This was a piece of you that has been lost, taken away, okay, through the experiences. And that's why this isolation time is very important. It's important right now, okay? Because it's gonna bring about the ultimate clarity in which way you're supposed to go, and whether you are supposed to walk away from something as of right now, currently, um, and what you are supposed to be walking towards, okay? With this 8-8 portal energy, the Lion's Gate, with this portal being open, it's activating us. It's activating our sixth, seventh, and eighth senses. Okay, we're multi-dimensional beings. So, of course, we know that our five senses is the senses we use in the third dimension. However, we have other senses that we use when we know how to master them in the other dimensions, higher ups, right? So where we're getting into gear now, those senses are being activated, and you are sensing things that you cannot see. You are sensing, you're just receiving these visions of your outcomes and what you are working towards. You're seeing a clearer picture overall. A vision you've always had, but the picture is more vivid as of right now because of the process of us releasing and healing. We have removed a majority of the clutter, right? That has caused us to have scales over our eyes, where we have been seeing through the wrong lenses, seeing things as an illusory reality instead of really seeing the reality of what everything is. Seeing everything for what it is, as it is, not as it is being portrayed to be. Okay, that is this ultimate clarity that is coming forward in this hermit mode, the alone time, the silence, the long stretched out times of silence, because Spirit does not speak when you want them to. They speak when they have something to say. Okay, and it's important for us to be balanced. It's important for us to be balanced and grounded. It's important for us to be still in order to recognize the details that they're going to show us. Point blank. Because something that you may deem as simplicity is going to be that very thing, the very thing that you would most likely overlook. It is time for you to actually be still long enough to not overlook that thing. Okay, because that is the thing that is going to place you in position. It's time for us to kind of see things from a different perspective. It's time for the collective to move differently in order for us to really take advantage of these profound energies and to really experience something different, a different end result. It's time for different actions to bring about different results, right? Recognizing the patterns, the thought patterns that we've adapted, and changing those things out. Okay, updating the data, the processor, and removing the viruses of all that we have been taught, of all that we have seen in family dynamics, and it doesn't work. It has caused chaos. It has caused a disconnect in family to where families aren't, it's not the same as it used to be. It's way more detached and disconnected and spread out. And a lot of families can relate to that. Okay, I don't know how I went into that, but that is something that Spirit is talking about as well. It has leaked out into family dynamics. These things has been passed down, and now it's your responsibility to close that cycle out. Which that has been the responsibility that has been placed on you. That is the pressure that you feel because you don't want the same thing. You have been urged to want different. Your soul wants different because a different soul has been placed inside of you. Okay, not the same traditional generational spirits, right? Because we are always reincarnated, right? I don't know what I'm getting into, what Spirit wants me to say, but we're always reincarnated. So you were born different, like you come from somewhere different than your own family lineage. Like here, your spiritual lineage is from somewhere else where you have been placed, like a mission is at hand, and it's like solely depending on you. Like source is solely dependent on you to recognize these things in order for you to move in the right direction towards what is going to be beneficial, towards what is going to produce more, towards what is going to rectify the very patterns, whether it be in family dynamics, relationships, and you no longer adapting these patterns because it doesn't agree with who you are, what you want, what you desire, and how you see this vivid vision, bigger picture of yours that you are seeing clearly now. It has no place in that vision. You understand? Look, this is what Spirit is stating. And after this freeing yourself from feeling chained and in bondage, right? Obligated to continue a legacy that you didn't even ask to be a part of. Now, this is a legacy that your family has been carrying on, possibly. And they probably felt like they didn't have a choice, but you feel different. Okay, and now you have to go against what everyone else feels, but it is your responsibility. Will you take up your spiritual mission, or will you become or continue, quote unquote, to be imprisoned by family traditions, family dynamics, generational curses? Hello, like it's out there. It's really going on. Those are to be broken. And Spirit is really in your ear right now in this time of silence, in this time of uncomfortability. Most people don't really want to be alone. But that is the time when we hear what we need to hear and find out the things we need to find out. When we remove ourselves from the groups, the larger groups and the environments that we're supposed to remove ourselves from, that's when we can hear again. Because those are, it just mutters everything. When you're in the wrong environment, you can't hear from Spirit, from your ancestors, or anything. Okay? So this is the energy that's happening right now. A lot of people are recognizing something very profound. And if you haven't already recognized a very profound truth, you will. So pay attention. Keep your eyes peeled. And I mean your spiritual eye, not your human eyes. Just really be in tune and pay attention. Okay? There's someone that is going to come forward. It's like a past energy, childlike energy, someone from the past childhood. This could be you reuniting with yourself, healing in private, not really letting anyone know about your healing journey and the details of it, and what you come to find out about self, and how you're going to rectify this. And you're just doing it in your own time, in your own space, and keeping it to yourself. But there is also that energy of someone coming forward to offer something after recognizing or releasing a contained truth, like finally choosing to live in that truth and make a decision. So someone doubles back possibly, and you don't really see this coming, or you don't really see it happening, or you've kind of lost hope. But this is something that is, look, this energy here is something that is traditional, solid, official, something that is official, right? And oftentimes, this energy in this tarot card also means commitment, a strong, heavy, solid commitment, marriage, right? And then the Three of Cups next to it, that just confirms it again. That's a celebration, celebrating amongst friends. This is also reconciliation vibes, like reconciling with someone from the past, maybe reconciling with your childlike self, aspects of yourself, because that is also happening right now. You are being reconciled with the true aspects of who you were, because that is who you are now. So that's why I stated we are coming back into that remembrance. This is a remembrance, a remembering. This activated portal is giving us that push, giving us that access, because it's our birthright to have that access. You understand? So that's why these messages are coming out for you as well, to get your attention. Spirit is trying to get your attention. You understand? And whether it be through numbers, sometimes we don't get it because of everything that's happening around us. That's why the first card that came out is the Hermit card, because most of these messages, these epiphanies, will be missed if we're not having enough silence, time of silence. Okay? This is something that is official, that is happening in this new cycle. A working together, a building of something that is foundational, a stronger foundation. In the past energies, it was tower after tower. What is the tower? The tower is sudden changes, just drop of a dime, sudden upheavals, the destruction of foundations in order to build new foundations. So endings, things ending that was not built on a foundation of truth, that was not built on a foundation of love, that was not built on a foundation of peace and balance. Those foundations were struck down, and is being struck down now, still, in this time of hermit mode. That's why it's important to allow people to be on their path. Everyone is on a different level of their spiritual path, okay? So don't have any expectations of where someone should be. We are releasing every responsibility, whether it be expecting someone to be where you are, taking on other people's obstacles, energies, allowing them to throw energies your way, allowing manipulative bullshit mind games to get to you. Those are no more. You're recognizing those, and it's like you have zero tolerance for the shit now, because you have leveled up spiritually. You have been spiritually activated, so you have zero tolerance for bullshit. Okay, you are definitely in high priestess mode. For those of you that are on your journey and for real connecting, and for real talking with the ancestors, like for real, and really doing the work and seeing yourself instead of seeing everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that this world and everything that we see is a mirrored reflection of ourselves. So if we don't like what we see, then obviously we need to go within, and that's what hermit mode has been forced upon us to do anyway. Yes, I love it. I love the energy because it's transformative. You understand? It's a more foundational energy, and it's movement. It's movement above all else. As to where before, the stagnation. Oh, the stagnation and the pause and just looking around and not seeing anything materialize, and just putting the blame on other people because they're not moving, and they're not making it happen, but we weren't making it happen. Okay? And that's what Source That was the whole entire plan, for Source to show us that real. Remove the illusions in order for us to see what the fuck was really going on behind the scenes, okay? That's when the celebration and movement comes forward, though, with all this recognition and activations, okay? And movement. That's what it takes. And making decisions, okay? You know, stay in your seat of truth, okay? Things are being revealed to you, and it's going to constantly be revealed to you through downloads, through dreams, through visions. You might just get this sudden thought and think it's just you thinking, but it's actually a vision. So just be receptive. Be receptive to spirit. Be obedient to spirit. When you, this is most likely your first instinct. And please, we heal so that we don't confuse our own toxic ass thought patterns with what our intuition is really telling us to do, or the truths that it is revealing to us. That is it for now, okay? Peace, love, and light, you guys.